I recently started seeing a guy who's divorced with 2 kids. He just told me that he and his ex-wife have an open invitation to join each other on their social outings. For example, he has a boat and he said that his ex-wife went with them because it gives the kids an opportunity to enjoy both parents being around. I straight up told him that I do not hang out with my ex and I do not plan to socialize with him either unless it's at a neutral site like a B-day party or sporting event. I know there are probably enlightened people out there that could handle this type of dynamic, but not me. Am I being a brat, or is it unrealistic for him to expect me to adjust to this arrangement he and his ex have? Thanks. I think you're being a little bit of a brat, and I'll tell you why. Because you can't compare your ex to him and his ex-wife and kids. It's different. When there are kids involved, it changes things. And I am very envious of these exes who can be together and have a family day, because that's not always the case. And I'd say for most people, that's not the case. And I actually think that's a beautiful thing. I think what's happening is you're feeling a little insecure. You're feeling a little jealous. So then I would say, okay, why are you feeling insecure? Is he not giving you what you need in the relationship so that you feel insecure? Or is that really just like because it's his ex-wife, which I can appreciate. I get that. But him trying to do what's best for the kids is ultimately what I think should win in this situation. I do. And I think, unfortunately, if you can't handle that, you shouldn't date someone with kids, because kids are the number one priority. I don't care what the situation is. You got to suck it up a little bit. You got to go find ways to fill your cup so that this isn't the biggest thing in your life. Because also, why don't you join them? Go on the boat day with them, because then you can see their dynamic together, and that kind of dispels any illusions you have of it. I think seeing their dynamic together and you being there would just soften everything a lot. And because, the mom will eventually have a boyfriend too. And wouldn't it be great if all of you guys could hang out? That's like such a dream of mine. Like, I would love to do that. So I actually think you should be really thankful. This sounds like a really great situation for these kids, unless they're still in love, But again, I think if they were still in love, they wouldn't be able to be on the boat together. Like, if one person was still in love with the other person, I don't think they'd be able to hang out like this. So to me, that actually says they've both moved on and they're just trying to do what's best for the kids. And that I actually really applaud. And again, don't make this about it's not similar to your ex. It's different. After you've been married and have kids with someone, it's different. So yes, you're being a little bit of a brat. Okay. Those are her words, not mine, by the way. I would never just call her a brat. Because, by the way, I get that. I think if I wasn't divorced with kids, I think I would actually be like that. I would, because it's just a situation. Until you're in it, it's a situation you don't really understand. But I am telling you, to be able to be in that situation is such a blessing. That is such a good thing that I don't want you to shit on it, because then also that will make him probably look at you differently. Because if I was dating someone who couldn't support that dynamic of like wanting to just put the kids first, right? Whether that meant being with my ex or not, that I wouldn't like that. So if you want this to work out, I would be supportive in this situation.